Greetings all. I just wanted to touch base with you, and please let me know if you have any questions or concerns as you move forward with your projects. And I just want to take a step back and think about what you have accomplished so far. Your journals have been very interesting, and keep that reflective thought. Reflective thought is an evidence-based practice in leadership, and there is emerging data on creating reflective organizations as well to help with the process of that complex thinking and critical thinking. Clinical reasoning that is so important. The process of reflection is crucial. So with that being said, that's why we do the journals, is basically to sharpen those reflection skill muscles, so to speak. But you will find that that is indeed one of the key tools for successful leadership practice, and will set you apart from other leaders as well when you have that very complex thinking that you can make multiple considerations in a relatively quick time frame, and then base your decisions and get feedback from others to base your decisions to move forward. So this flips back to distributive leadership and the shift in the leadership models that are occurring out there in healthcare because of how rapid change is occurring, and how important it is to have those who actually do the work to assist in decision making on systems and processes. So the systems and processes are appropriate for those who actually do the work. And sometimes it's hard to determine the nuances of those when you may not be actively involved in that particular work. So that I'm digressing a little bit, but this is some of the underpinnings of what we've been doing. So just know that we've been building along the way for your entire practicum experience. So as you did, you identified your clinical problem and scholarly project topic and your annotated bib, as well as approval for your project. You were laying the groundwork for your logic model. So just kind of keep that in mind. We are stepping the process, and that's the logic model is set up in a way to guide thinking, the thought process of systematically working through a change or an improvement, and to help you to solidify that process in your mind. And very often when we're making changes, we fail to do the front end and the back end. So in other words, we fail to plan as appropriate as we need to. We're really focused on that implementation, then we may or may not be really consistent with the sustainability piece. So this whole logic model is based on helping to elevate your practice and to build your resume. So keep that in mind. If you have any questions about the logic model, please let me know. Just know that there is a video in the course that will help you through the logic model process and use the logic model form. This is not a paper. So this is basically to mimic the thought process and what would be done in practice versus a long paper. So keep that in mind. It doesn't take away the rigor of implementing evidence-based practice in practice by any means, and in fact it's structured to help you to do so by systematically implementing either a change or an improvement model or theory. So with that being said, our next journal is due, if you haven't already done your fourth journal, the fourth journal is due March the 24th, and a few of you have gone beyond that, which is perfectly fine. You need to do your journals as you experience your experiences, so to speak. So just this is a gentle reminder that that is due, and your logic model will be due April the 10th. So you're down in the middle of doing your projects right now. So let me know if you have any questions or if there's challenges that do come up. And also, just a reminder, if you haven't already done so, make sure that you make that time to do the presentation about your project in your area of practice. And again, this is very deliberate in what you're doing to mimic what would occur in the workplace, as well as build those professional speaking skills, which we have heard from our stakeholders and our former students that this is something that they really need to exercise. So that's why it's included in this course as well. So if you have any questions whatsoever, please let me know. I've enjoyed working with each of you very independently, and best of luck as you as you are diving into your projects. And I look forward to seeing how they come to fruition. Take care now.